Hey guys, how's it going? And this is the Phantom Geek, and today we are going to be talking about the second episode of The Mandalorian, because a lot of things happened. Now, needless to say, I did my review, so to speak, of the first episode, no spoilers, and if you want to check that out and just kind of know whether you should watch that video, whether you should watch the show, then you should definitely check out the link over there. Now, needless to say, this one over here is going to be spoilers because this is the second episode, so just so you know in advance, this is spoiler, not spoiler free. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So first of all, right off the bat, I am disappointed on the time frame on this particular episode. It was extremely short. It's 30 minutes long. It wasn't what I was expecting. So I'm not gonna go through it bit by bit of the particular episode, because if you're watching this video, you probably watched it or you are risking spoilers. So I'm not gonna go through a bit by the episode, but I will talk about the stuff, kind of a rough episode of the story and everything like that. So we last left on the story where we found out that there is another Yoda-like species. Character. It's a baby, 50 years old, and we don't know what's going on. We don't know what the Mandalorian's gonna do. What is he gonna take him with him? Is he gonna claim his bounty for the baby? I don't know. And this episode didn't answer any of those questions. To me, this episode felt almost like a filler. It felt like this episode should have been with the first episode, kind of like a long hour episode. I don't know if you feel me on this one, but adding together 36 minutes and 30 minutes, that adds to about an hour and 6 minutes. So these two episodes should have been just a single episode. So where this picks up is he is going back, and he sees that a bunch of Jawas, which I love the Jawas, by the way, they were really funny in this episode. They stole parts of his ship, or they were stealing his ship when he was there. So they stole parts. He now has to go get the parts back. The Jawas need to do an exchange or whatever, and there was some kind of egg from this rhinoceros that he needs to fight. And while this is going on, we find out that the baby Yoda species is also force sensitive, and he uses the force, and it's awesome. It's really good, and it's really interesting to kind of like think of that dynamic here, because the baby is adorable. He's just like walking around and eating frogs, and it's super cute. That was my favorite part of this particular episode. I thought it was really well executed and really funny in all different senses, and I was really I really liked it. I thought it was really funny. The whole thing with the Jawas, again, it was just like a time waster, I think, but eventually he got his parts back, and he put his ship together along with the guy that helped him the first time. So he's back again, helping him again, and he goes back into space, and that's it. That's the episode. It was pretty short, again, 30 minutes long. Again, I believe that if Disney wants to have Disney Plus successful, they need to have hour-long episodes, just like Netflix does. Netflix has like seasons that are like 6 to 8 episodes long, but they're all an hour long, and that's what they do with things like Stranger Things and a lot of different successful shows. This one, if they want to be successful with this weekly releases of TV shows and stuff, they need to be at least an hour long. I understand budget constraints and that kind of stuff like that, but it is comes almost as a disappointment kind of thing to see this kind of stuff where we don't get to kind of the experience of the entire episode and everything. I think that it was lacking in that aspect. However, the season of The Mandalorian so far is pretty solid. It's pretty good. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, I thought it was pretty I thought it was pretty solid. It feels good, like a Star Wars experience, and this feels so realistic in the Star Wars universe and that kind of stuff. And I'm very happy to how it turned out so far. I'm looking forward to the next episode and so on, but I do believe episode 1 and 2 should have been just one episode for an hour long. But that's it for today, guys. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing, and let me know in the comments below, did you like this episode? What did you expect on this episode? And what do you expect of the entire series? This series has a lot of setups for a lot of different stuff, like the force sensitive baby Yoda, all this stuff about the falling of the Empire, Mandalorian. We're gonna see more of the Mandalorian culture and religion. Let me know in the comments below. And again, thanks so much for watching this, and I'll see you next time.